Hey guys, it's Coach Carrie, and a few weeks ago I received a message from one of our participants asking me if I had any dessert or snack items that included quinoa. And I said, well, no I don't, but I'll definitely try to find one. So I hit Pinterest, and I don't know if any of y'all love Pinterest, but it's a great way to find a lot of good approved recipes. Now maybe not all the times they start out approved, but normally with just a few tweaks, just a few substitutes, you can change it up and all of a sudden you have a healthy snack. So today we're going to be doing a quinoa almond brittle. First time I have tried this. I'm hoping it's crunchy. I love brittle, and so we're going to make it in the kitchen today and we'll test it out and see how it goes. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is get out a bowl, and we're going to add half a cup of uncooked quinoa. Uncooked is very important because if it's cooked, this is not going to be a crunchy brittle. Okay, it's going to be soft. So make sure your quinoa is uncooked. So half a cup of that, and then 3/4 cup of almonds. I'm using sliced almonds, but if you have regular unsalted raw almonds, you can always take those and just crush them up. That will work fine. You could even use any other of the approved nuts and all that would be fine. So go ahead and add that to your bowl. Now we're going to be adding 1/3 cup of your old-fashioned oats. Don't do quick cooking. Remember, quick cooking is not approved on the program because it's going to increase your glycemic index level, but the old-fashioned oats is going to be added to this mixture here. All right, once we get our oats in there, we're going to add chia seeds. Now, 2 tablespoons of the black chia seeds. Chia seeds are a great source of both protein and fiber, and there's so many health benefits. And a lot of times I like to add these to my Pure Nourish shakes because it just helps you to feel full longer. We're going to add our Himalayan pink sea salt. Lots of good healthy minerals in this, and it's just a little teeny tiny pinch. And remember, salt actually brings out sweetness in your flavoring. So go ahead and stir everything up in your bowl. Mix it up really, really well. And then we're going to add our wet ingredients. So I'm using 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and normally I just measure by pouring it into my cap. So 1 cap is considered 1 teaspoon. Now we're going to be using 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now, if you are using the solid coconut oil, make sure that you melt this ahead of time. I'm going to go ahead and use the liquid today just because it makes it a little bit easier. Now we're going to add the sweetness. Nature's Hollow maple syrup is absolutely delicious. It tastes just like the maple syrup that you've had all your life, but there's no sugar in it. It is actually sweetened with xylitol. And this can be purchased at any of the approved stores. If you do not live in town, you can actually purchase it online from them. They have it all. But you're going to add 2/3 cup of that maple syrup to your mixture. All right, now all you have to do is stir up everything together. Make sure that everything is well mixed, and go ahead and preheat your oven to 325 degrees. This is going to be cooking for a total of 12 to 15 minutes depending on your oven. Mine ended up cooking right at 15. All right, so that was my splat pad. Sometimes I use this on baking sheets, and sometimes I use parchment paper. Today I'm going to be using parchment paper because of the maple syrup, so I don't want to have to get my hands all messy. So I'm going to use the parchment paper, put this up on my baking sheet, and I'm going to spread the entire mixture onto the parchment paper, and that way it's not going to stick. And once you get everything out of the bowl, I like to put another piece of parchment paper on top of it, and take your time with this, guys. You want to kind of smooth it out. The thinner this mixture is, the more crispy, more brittle your recipe is going to be, and that's actually what you want. So take a few minutes, spread it out. You can actually feel with your hands if you have lumps or if it's not even. And then you can take off that second parchment paper. You have clean hands, you didn't get messy at all. Put it in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes, again at 325 degrees, and then let it cool. After it cools, you'll be able to break it into little pieces and have a nice little snack. It's really good. I just tried it and it hasn't even cooled down yet, but I think you're gonna like this one. I think we need to call this one birdseed brittle because it looks just like birdseed to me, but man, is it good. All right, guys, make good decisions.